And once again, this is Belinda. I'm your host for tonight. We're going to talk about the Isagenix Solutions to transform lives and the opportunity that this represents for all of you. So you're either listening live or you're listening to a recording, and I want to honor you and thank you for coming. Tonight, I'm going to invite each of you to ask yourself a very serious question. What if you could think different? Would you be open to thinking different if there could just be one nugget that you take away from this tonight? And the very first question that I want you to think about is, what life have you chosen for yourself? Because so many times in life, I'm going to say 99% of the time, we come into life and we're born into some programming from the moment we come into this world. And then that programming sets us on a course or a path or creates this belief system that we tend to stay with until life isn't always optimally lived the way maybe we would have preferred it. Because who wouldn't want to be on the bow of this ship instead of sitting at a cubicle? And this is pretty much my story. And I'm sure some of you will relate to this as well. And everybody's got a beautiful story. And this was mine. My life was in the finance and banking business, and this is pretty much a representation of what my day was like. These pictures, and I'm not sure what you do, whether you work at a hospital or you're in the military, but all of us could put this collage together and show the life that we've chosen. And I know one thing: I never felt like now that if I could do it all over again, this was a life that I would choose. I spent a lot of time working very stressful hours, and it's not just me. Based on the statistics, all of us do. We pretty much spend our whole life at work. And when you think about why is that? For so many of us, if we had that option of not spending our life at work or building a business that has employees and brick and mortar, or not even having work. Some of us dread even having to go to work or finding work. So work seems to be at the heart of this, and what type of life could we have if there was another way to think? So we can either put our head in the sand or we can face reality. And one thing that I have learned, because I was open to changing my way of thinking and not always following the masses, is that I was born with greatness. And I want you to know, so are you. You were born with greatness and you are great. And ask yourself, are you living your ideal life? And if not, what is preventing you from doing that? And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be financial. It's going to be the money. Also, it could be health. And for me, it was both. I felt like I was in a position, in a job, and in a career that I couldn't quit, and what else was I going to do? And my health was definitely getting affected. And so I kept seeing pictures just like these every day, everywhere, Facebook, social media. And at the same time, I know my health was being affected, and I wasn't feeling very good. I didn't have much energy, and I decided, you know what? After watching this for probably a year, 2 years, I said it's my turn. And I opened my mind to what could happen, and what if what happened was positive. And this is me, day 1 through day 45, and now 2 years later, I look the same as I did 45 days after. But it wasn't about looks. It was what shifted inside of me. And what shifted inside of me led me on this journey to be brave and to step out of a comfort zone. And that's just my particular journey. But I'm just inviting you to think about what yours might be, and what would your presentation look like if you're the one doing this tonight, because we're all here for an opportunity. And this is now my life. I work from bed if I want to. I work long hours, but I cherish what I do. I have a compassionate heart of service, and that was always the thing that was inside of me that I knew was ready to come out. I got the products in my body, the Isagenix system. I never felt so good in my life. And I knew that I had to share this. I desired to share it. People were asking me, and that's how this sort of happened. But it wasn't until I went to events and went to our celebration event, which our event is in August this year in Las Vegas, and I encourage any of you who are on Isagenix already, do not miss that event. Do not miss that event. That event, I walked out of there forevermore changed woman, and I don't care what you have to do. This is a must. This is a must, because this is my life now, and the people that I have met and the mindset training and personal development that I've received, this is so much more than what meets the eye. And now I spend time with my friends, my family, my mom. I play golf. I have the most amazing, beautiful friends. My life is just beautiful. It's beautiful, and I love the journey, all because I said yes to health. Now, if you're looking for an opportunity, which is why you're here, and you're already with the Isagenix, maybe you've received a referral fee for sharing this with someone, or maybe you've actually had some income to pay for some things, such as your products, for a set of tires for your car, for a weekend vacation you normally would not have felt like you could take. So think about your situation, and where is it right now in your life that you desire some extra income? And also, I want you to consider, what would you do to earn that? That would not stress you out. That would not add more hours of trading your time for dollars, because that's what we're here to learn. And for those of you who have not tried the Isagenix system, we're going to talk about that, because we understand it has to be something powerful enough that will lead you to desiring an opportunity. So if you're looking at an opportunity in any business, in any career, in any sort of income earning potential, what is it that you're going to consider? You're going to consider market trends, who you would lock arms with and partner with, what is your personal advancement opportunity, and what are the solutions that that company offers. And that's what we're going to do here. So tonight I'm going to talk about market trends, number one. We are all very much aware that there is quite a issue going on in our rate of obesity and the weight loss market and people being overweight. It is a serious issue because obesity leads to so many other diseases and health problems. It causes people to have poor self-esteem, low self-esteem. They battle it at a subconscious level, at a conscious level. It consumes them, and there's a point where they give up. When you're looking at 7 out of 10 people having this issue, therein lies demand, and diets don't work. This is a nutrition issue. We know that it's about nutrition, and sometimes there's other underlying causes, but primarily this is lifestyle related, and it's not always because people understand what's going on in our industrialized food system. And I encourage you to start researching more about pesticides and toxins, because you can't escape it. None of us are living in a bubble. You are exposed every day to 80,000 toxins, pollutants in our air, food, and water, and you have to do something about it. These are different times, and that is the solution that we're offering. And now look at the fitness industry, the same thing. People are trying to outrun their diets, work out, and many times they're not meeting with success. And then at the other extreme end of the spectrum, we have amazing leaders in fitness who are showing us what it looks like and feels like, and giving us all the amazing tips for how we truly can live in these amazing bodies that we've been given. And the fitness industry alone is very large. If you're not familiar with yoga or CrossFit at this point in your life, then let me invite you to check that out. So the fitness industry. And what about anti-aging? This is a huge market. Does anybody know why? Feel free to chat in the chat box. But there's 2 reasons. You've got a bookend meeting in the middle. You've got your baby boomers, who are the massive part of the population that control the money. They're spending their money on health and anti-aging. And then at the other end of the spectrum, you have millennials, because of the societal pressures that now young women at a very early ages, and men too, they're getting tweaks and Botox and those things, because they desire to not age. They want to age beautifully. And so that is a very, very large market. And then another area where there is demand is the need for money. People are stressed for their financial situation to improve. It's always listed in New Year's Eve resolutions to get out of debt, make more money, and yet we're being faced with higher taxes, unemployment, healthcare costs, debt skyrocketing. People are on food assistance and getting help all that they can. And I know so many people who just they don't want to be where they are. They just don't know another answer. And that answer is why we all deserve to think differently, because if we keep thinking and doing the same things over and over and over, aren't we going to get the same results? So money and work are the primary stresses, and stress is another area that people are begging for solutions. So imagine that you could follow these market trends and be in one business that converges all of these trends. I just went through 4 or 5 trends, one business, because where there's supply, it has to be demand first. Without demand, there is no supply. And we are deserving to all come into this understanding this is a great opportunity. And so these are the Isagenix solutions to address all of these demands that we're here to supply. And that is, we do provide innovative products for weight loss, energy, performance, healthy aging, and wealth creation. And I want you to know that while weight loss is at the top of this list, by no means is that the primary driver, even though so many people will fit into this category. I will tell you, having coached a lot of people and have been doing this for a while, listening to our Monday night testimonial calls, even if it's weight loss or even if it's performance, bodybuilding, fitness, competitive sports, or just every day going to the gym, wanting better performance or healthy aging and wealth creation, the number one thing that people will always tell you that Isagenix gave them, among all these other things, is energy. Energy. People want to feel good. People want to feel good. It's like falling in love. When you fall in love, that feeling, you never want to lose it. And what we get out of these products is similar to that. And so products are very important to understand. Not all products are the same. You need to understand Isagenix invests like no other company in the testing of raw materials, finished goods, third-party testing in all of our solutions. And let's just walk through those very quickly. We do lead a product webinar, a live one on Thursday nights, and be sure to get with the person who invited you. And if you're in our teams, just check that calendar and come to that, because you'll learn so much about our products. The science is like no other. Our shakes, Undie Nature Protein, the Cleanse for Life flagship of this program, the genius of Dr. John Anderson, with the beautiful botanicals and nutrient-supported cleanse. And when you talk about does it work, absolutely. If you look at this before and after, that is why we all feel so good. That is where that energy comes from. And our answer to stress is adaptogens. Again, all the minerals that we're no longer getting from our food, and one of the big drivers of our business being the anti-aging. We do that at a cellular level, and we also have amazing skincare. But I love our Isagenesis. That is another flagship product. It was the brainstorm and brilliancy of the discovery of Dr. Bill Andrews, and it was brought to us because there's no other company in this world who can address telomere support, the biomarkers for aging and for premature aging. So just know that we have so many solutions: joint health, brain and sleep support, energy. I'm a product of the products. There is not one thing that I can show you that we have that I don't have in my back office. And hopefully you're having the same experience. And if you haven't checked out everything, I encourage you to continue enjoying this. Now, Isagenix has been studied by several universities. The University of Illinois at Chicago, for example, put us up against the Heart Healthy Diet. And again, we continue to shine, and we exceed far beyond expectations. And I would like to just make a quick disclaimer that we're food, we're nutrition. So therefore, the FDA does not evaluate nutritional companies other than to state that there has to be at least 10% of the product, and we're 100% of whatever we say is in our product. It's 100% and it's pure and natural, and everybody's different, but you'll have results. And if you don't, money back. So the results are amazing. I kept watching these pictures and I knew it was my turn. And when you see athletes and professionals who could be paid to endorse any old thing, whether they use it or believe in it or not, we do not. Everybody orders their products just like you do. And we have so many Isagenix professional athletes who are millionaires from this company doing the same thing that I'm going to tell you tonight that you can do. So the health and wellness industry is exploding, and where there's demand, there's supply. And when we're the supplier, then there are fortunes to be made. And when the demand and supply is for the higher good of all of us, of mankind, of humankind, when our heart and our desire is to truly leave this world in a better place than we found it, that is the kind of money that you dream about. That dollar represents how many lives you've changed. Welcome that abundance, because we want you with us. And just know that everybody wants this and everybody desires this. And of course, wealth creation is also one of the focuses. So it's the mission is to free the world from physical and financial pain, and to become the #1 health and wellness company in the world. Now, Robert Kiyosaki's been trying to tell us this for a very long time. How many of you have read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Business of the 21st Century, or you've heard of this? And maybe you've not read the book, but I'm going to summarize real quick the bottom line from this. The richest people in the world look for and build networks. Networks. Everyone else looks for work. Everyone else looks for work. Work is when you're trading your time for dollars. And work and trading your time for dollars does not equate to your wealth, because what happens when it comes to a time in your life where you cannot physically continue working to maintain your standard of living, and it's very easy to figure that out. You take your expenses, divide by your savings, and that's the extent of your wealth. So the goal in life is to develop residual income, passive income. Imagine in your mind and your feelings in your heart what it would feel like knowing you could wake up tomorrow, the alarm is not set, tomorrow's is Thursday, or you could wake up on a Monday or a Tuesday. It doesn't matter what day of the week. Every day could be Saturday or Sunday or whatever your days off are, and know that money is going into your bank account, and whatever residual or passive income opportunity that you have decided to take a part in, that's what this is talking about. And so let's talk about the network marketing and get that white elephant out of the room, because that is something that often is where people do deserve to change, or maybe not change. We're just inviting people to be open to changing their thinking once they listen, if it resonates with them. So network marketing is one of the biggest industries out there, and health and beauty dominate the direct sales network marketing industry. And within this, there is no limit to the earning potential. No limit. So what are the total global sales? We're in 2002, and it's even more now. Network marketing it outpaces any other major industry. You think about the NFL, music industry, gaming, video gaming, the music, the movie, organic products. Well, network marketing trumps them all. And now, if you are comfortable with the potential of network marketing, I'm going to talk about that some more. Then who you partner with is very, very important. It must be the right company, and this is the right company. This company has no debt. We have financial stability, and we are here truly on a mission to transform lives. These owners, Jim and Kathy Coover, I cannot say enough great things about them. They're very experienced. They have hearts of service and love. They want to give, give, give. They didn't need to come out of retirement to do this, but they did, because they knew that we have a legacy to leave, and this is also a legacy company, one that your children can also inherit this income and pay this forward continually. We're ranked number 27 globally. We're ranked number 13 in North America, and we're just listen, guys, we're only right now in 14 countries. And how are we going to change lives globally and be globally number one? Well, we're going to go in a lot of other countries. We're just in 14 countries, and we're already, we have hit 4 billion in cumulative sales. And we're so grateful for Dr. John Anderson, who is a master formulator and mineral man, who had this vision, who 9 times reached out to Jim and Kathy Coover, and they have their son, and he has just led this company just like the leaders that they are creating in us. And we are holding hands, we're doing this together, and we are definitely impacting world health and freeing people from physical and financial pain. And so there's large international expansion plans in the works, and I encourage you to really consider the Isagenix opportunity. We target also young people 18 to 35 years old. We want to develop leaders with hearts of service. We have all the tools, the ISA movies. We have training. The support is tremendous, not to mention your upline, your mentors. There's plenty of that. The skill set will be taught to you, and it will be taught at whatever pace or level. And that's why earnings are only representative of the people that we show. If I show someone's earnings, it's because their ability to either put more hours in or move quicker or not be fearful of sharing this and being committed to this industry. So what is your opportunity? What is your opportunity, and how does this work? The way it works is, obviously you'd want to stand behind the products, because when you have a passion for something you truly believe in, then you're not selling, and we don't sell. We qualify people. We invite people to dream. We invite people to ask themselves, what if this does work? So you use the products. If they change your life like they did ours, then you will be inspired. You will be inspired to tell others about it. And some people will use just the products, and some people will want to be a partner with you and to continue sharing and paying this forward. And we love our product users, so keep in mind that it's perfectly fine if someone just wants to use the products. But so many people are asked, what are they doing? You look amazing. Have you lost weight? Or how much weight have you lost? Wow, you just took the stage in a bodybuilding show and you've never even competed before and took first place. We are seeing such incredible changes in everyone and feeling so good that this really becomes contagious. So that's why we say, who can you share this with? It really is about you plus two. Well, you're going to share it with people with dreams and people who are wanting these solutions. Now notice the shape of this. So this is that fearful part that people say, is that a pyramid scheme? No, not at all. Those are illegal. This is simply products being moved directly from the manufacturer to the consumer, and whoever is assisting in that process gets paid, and that would be you. So imagine all the money, annual sales of almost $1 billion company, how much they could give back to the people, and Isagenix gives back as close as 50%. And so that would come back to you. So why not let us bless you for that? That money is set aside. And so I always joke a little bit about the pyramid scheme, because I was scared of it too, to be honest. I was like, I don't want to sell. I don't want, and I had the same attitude because I had not been invited to think differently. And now that I know differently, I encourage all of us to be open and share that pyramids are everywhere. They're on this dollar bill right here, and that's quite interesting. And my father was the captain of a tugboat, and he was up here, so I guess he operated a pyramid scheme on water. And then this is representative of the mind, body, soul, and that's in a pyramid. And then I have a good friend, Brian, who makes organites, so that's a pyramid. But look at this pyramid. This is the one that people are fearful of, and yet what is this one that people clock into every day? Because no matter how good you are down here or up here or right here, and somebody's letting me know that the slide is still stuck. Are you guys seeing this little, the picture with the the little pyramid examples that I'm going through now. And if you'll just chat in there. But hopefully it's just isolated to one person. But do let me know if is everybody seeing this particular slide? If you could chat in, please. So we'll keep going. And if you can't see it, then hopefully just my explanation will help you through this. And I am recording this tonight. And if for some reason it's just isolated on one person's end and their system, then hopefully you all will be able to catch up with this later on the recording. So going back to how this works and sharing the products, I want to invite you to think differently about this as well. If there was a new restaurant that you wanted to go to and you wanted to invite some friends to go with you, would you be nervous about that? Is it your job to be worried about checking out a new restaurant? And what if that new restaurant said, if you come and you don't like it, you get your money back? Wouldn't that be fun to grab a group together? And how many people like to go to do something fun together, such as Carowinds or theme park, and ride things together, go on vacations together? So whenever you take a journey and it's something as wonderful as your health, invite people and say, hey, I'm getting ready to try something. Would you like to take this journey with me? We don't have anything to lose. We have everything to gain. And that's exactly what this is about. So if you're open to sharing and not being scared right out of the gate, this is how this is going to work. When you come into Isagenix, you're going to join a team, and that team is already existing, and then you will build your own team. And that's a beautiful, beautiful plan. That's the binary plan, and it's the power of two teams and the power of leverage. So as you start, let's say you're the person here at the top in the green, and you invite two people, and they invite a couple of people, then what happens is everybody who orders points go into what I like to call a health investment account. It's a health investment account, and those points come from product that you order. And when those points, when 300 come from one side and they accumulate, they add up monthly, and they do not go away as long as you continue ordering the product and you order just what usually the minimum that most people have to order. Well, this is the minimum. It's about $150 to $200 a month. That breaks down to $5 or $6 a day. And when something changes your life, it's the price of a Starbucks cup of coffee. You continue to want that feeling. And so those points accumulate, and as they accumulate, they convert to money. Once you get 300 points on one side and 600 on the other, doesn't matter which, and that equals a payout of $54. So that is the residual income. Well, over time, that adds up to become a lot of money. Now, the wealth building promotions are on top of that. There's referral fees, there's coaching bonuses, there's rank advancement, leadership pools, holiday pools. And this is just an example of one of my weekly paychecks. And again, this is just my earnings representative of my efforts and my belief and my heart, how my heart space is reaching out to people that I love, that I just know would so appreciate knowing about this. Now, going back to Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I love this grid. This grid is where we see the division, that line of why the wealthy get wealthier, as some people like to believe, and the poor get poorer. And depending on which quadrant you're in, it does affect, but also what type of business you're in, and if you're trading your time for dollars. And where most people are is up here in this upper left-hand corner. Most of people are employees. And from there, they may move into, owning a small business. But if you've ever owned a small business, and I actually have, then we all know that business, especially if it's brick and mortar and employees, can really be tiresome. It owns you. You can just spend hours and hours and hours at great financial risk. And liability, and so that can be very challenging. And this is where 95% of all of us are. And then over here is where big business is. Now, big business uses a concept that we don't typically use in our personal life, and that is called leverage. And once you have big business and you have leverage, then you have this flow of income and a flow of money, and now you can start investing in more things. You can invest in real estate and insurance policies and whatever other desire that you have to invest in. And how do we move from one side of the quadrant to the other side? It's truly leverage, and that's what the network marketing business is based on, is leverage. And what is that? Is where you use something to maximum advantage on, and we're going to leverage our time. So if one person worked 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, what are we looking at $10 an hour, $400? If you have 10 people at just an hour and a half a day, 5 days a week, then that's 75 hours at $10 an hour. So that's more money. So even if a person worked a maximum of 120 hours a week, they could not possibly do this. And so look at the difference of working a few hours and more people. And wouldn't you want to earn something off of everybody's little bit of time and effort than it all being based just on yours? So that's what this is about. And when you understand that concept of leverage and how this entire binary system is about leverage, because everyone is earning off of somebody else and not just the efforts of themselves. So if you were to even get if just two people and shared your dreams, people who are dreaming, people who are desiring solutions, and they see the opportunity that you see here, and then they shared with two, and you did this, let's say just 4 people a year. 4 people who help 4 people. And in the process of doing that, you may share with 50 people, 100 people. People will come and go. They don't maybe see the vision. They like the products, but they just, for whatever reason, go in and out of using them. They're not quite as committed. Maybe there's some issues going on that they deserve to work through. Just know that if 4 people who enrolled 4, and then the next year enrolled, you did 4 more, and you just kept working with those 4 core people who got their 4 people, then look at what you would have. You would have, let's say you enrolled 4, those 4 enrolled 4. Here's where you would be. You would be at about $2,000 a month. 6% is the payout on the points, and we can go into more detail on that. People who are buying their food, you would have at least this amount, 6%, $2,000 a month in residual income. All right, so what's happening in year 2, year 3, year 4? Well, look what happens. Look at this number, to $8,000 a month, year 5 to $32,000 a month. And this is the power of geometric progression. This is the power of leverage. This is food, and people are ordering online and they feel amazing. So just keep in mind that this is not a large capital investment. We're talking about money that people are redirecting from where they're spending it already on food and eating out and junk food and Starbucks, like so many of us were doing, and just putting and making an investment in their health and their food here. And $5 or $6 a day, everyone can do it. And if they feel like they can't, we're here to show them that they can. And knowing that the only overhead is food that you eat, and look at the geometric progression. So most people quit just a little bit too soon because they don't see how this is going to take a quantum leap of multiplication versus arithmetic. And it is our job to explain that. In the beginning of network marketing, where most people lose faith, is somewhere along here, because it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time with very little money, but it starts to multiply exponentially until in no time at all, as short or as long as you want to make it. It's completely up to you. You'll be up here where very little time is put in and the money is just so abundant. So the keys to success, which we have as a strong management team from the corporate level all the way down to the team level, products that people want, the best compensation plan in the history, best training, best support. The timing is perfect, guys. We're We are now just taking a massive, momentous leap forward. It could not be better to come in. E-commerce, social media, things go viral. There's the events, the social community. People want to be a part of something greater than themselves. They desire personal growth and development, and they desire wealth consciousness. People are tired of having a poverty conscious, and we're here to love them and share from our hearts. And again, there's so many ways to get paid. There's so many options to get started with. Just get with whoever invited you, and your person will go over these with you. And I want to leave you tonight with this thought. If someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, just say yes. Just say yes. This is your health and it's nutrition. How terribly wrong can that be? The science, you could do all the research. This is pure nutrition. But I want to read this to you. And with this is going to be my closing. And thank you. This is something I wrote today. I felt very inspired and moved to write this. And I hope that this blesses you tonight. We are powerful. We are powerful, each and every one of us. Inside of you is greatness. And for some of us, we've bought into the belief that we have little to no control and that life is hard and that's just the way things are. But I'm here to tell you this is absolutely not true. You are more powerful beyond your wildest imagination. And you are also a scientific miracle. Your cells, your body, your organs, brain, all the systems inside your body, the nervous, lymphatic, digestive, respiratory, circulatory, skeletal, muscle, reproductive, immune systems, and more. They're all supporting your spirit, your soul, and your feelings, which send lightning bolts of energy out into this world. So whatever you do know or believe about Isagenix, what you may not know is this. Isagenix gives us the cleanest and highest vibration in which to change our lives in the world so that it's healthy, joyful, abundant, and wealthy in every way. Everything vibrates. Rocks, animals, dirt, air particles, food, and your body. The cells in your body deserve the highest vibration of all. And how will you know you're vibrating high? You'll feel like you can do anything. Your energy soars, your outlook is always positive, and you believe and are brave when others doubt and are fearful. Today I received a call from this lady, Kathy Coover. And I did receive this call today. She's the co-founder and visionary, the 2015 Silver Stevie Award Female Executive of the Year, 2 times Influential Woman of the Year in direct selling, and she leads this company. And she thanked me for my efforts and the lives being changed with this amazing company. So I just want you to know, no matter what you're doing in life, never stop or give up or give in. Know and believe in your passion and purpose. And might I add, if you don't know what that is, find it. Because you've attracted everything good or bad in your life. Whether you're aware of this or not, you did. You are powerful. You are great. To attract great, be great, feel great. To attract a life of joy, abundance, wealth, and love, be joy, abundance, wealth, and love. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming tonight. You guys have a great evening.